celebrate them, everything. But when it's time for you to go and celebrate your birthday and plan trips, they don't want to show up. And her whole demeanor changed. Like for the worst.
Yeah.
Like she was upset that I said it. Like, wait a minute. No, I'm looking out.
Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Talk to him.
Oh,
Good morning, y'all. We're getting ready to have do me a favor as we join. Just please share. Yeah. Just share. I'm about to write this comment and see what happens. Okay, and I'm sharing the post right now. Telling you to tap in.
Share my page.
Are the men and women worth investing in?
And then hashtag I.
Are the men and women worth investing in?
Hashtag highlights.
Forgive us, y'all. I did this that good ago.
I'm just gonna put, are you worth it?
You know about that.
That's my
you said at highlights?
So at followers.
Okay.
And then add highlights. And then share. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. I thank you guys for tapping into Big Frank in the morning. In the room with me is my boy Kevin on air.
Yeah.
James the Dark Knight, the provider. I'll get ready to get into a conversation because as I woke up this morning and began to review, Frank, you didn't pray? I did pray. Read your word? Questionable. It's in me. But I began to scroll on this TikTok, and I just hear these different conversations. And as a husband, kiss my wife upon departure. And she went to handle the kids to school and do her due diligence. And I was just walking as like, yo, based off the current conversations that I hear on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, these ideas, like, and I'm a man, so I see cool women. That's just my life. I'm married now, I thank the Lord. But it's the caliber of women now. Are you worth investing in? Are you worth dating or going across? Or is this idea of, are these concepts that you have false? I preached at the conference
False.
recently, and I said, y'all got these ideas and these concepts. Where did they come from?
Music.
TV.
They living in a fantasy. Like they literally sit up and I want to be like, I want to do what they do, but instead of actually sitting back and studying what they did to get there, they take what they see and run with it. And is what they see is always negative and ratchet and toxic filled.
And we've talked about this on many occasions, but I just want to bring it today as the men at the table. Because I begin to question, and let me just go ahead and be this person, because I have no problem being that person. That even inside the house of the Lord, you think that they should have a different kind of concept of what a man is. And I get it, you want a good man. I'm not knocking the fact that you want a good man, but I'm really perplexed on this idea or these concepts of I gotta call it out, don't I?
You have to
gotta call it out. That you want me to take care of everything. Oh, watch this. It is not that I don't want to. It's not even that. It's that I have a conflict with it. My problem is we got to get to a place.
That part.
Now, the fact that where you met me and where we're going, you got to take that in consideration when you out here talking to whoever you're talking to. Yeah, no, you can't date for potential, but the question is, where's the vision of the man? Where is he going? Because what I realize is y'all want this thing to be today, and guess what, y'all? It's not going to be today.
I seen a post that said you can't plant a seed and reap the harvest the same day.
Same day.
Or just wait. If you is that serious, then mess with a dude that's already got his stuff together.
Then be one of them girls.
You're valid.
Be one of them girls.
And then not only be one of the girls, but also be, you got to come proper. Like,
No facts.
okay, so now
Everything has to be top tier.
Now y'all don't want the Bible for real, because the Bible says that when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing and obtains favor with the Lord. Certain things don't come into play until you show up.
Right.
Certain things can't be dealt with, fixed until you show up.
Valid.
So why do we assume that we're showing up to an already fixed? It's together.
Come
I'm
on.
so and I get it. And kudos and shouts out to the men who have the father figures and the people to show.
Yeah.
Shout out to the men who
100%.
Salute to you, King.
Absolutely.
But so many of us, and I talked about this on Saturday, we are still trying to figure out life while you showed up for our whatever we're about to do. Whether it's properly biblical or whether we just swing it. But I'm in the process of getting my life to a place where I want it to be. I show up.
Facts.
In this process of me trying to get to a place, and now you mad because we're not there. Well, help me.
Help.
I was en route to a place when we valid. No, valid. I was en route to a place when we decided to hook up.
Facts. Oh man. And had you not shown up, had you not shown up, this conversation wouldn't even be here. We wouldn't be having this conversation about what you want and your expectations and the things that you feel like I should have.
Yeah.
I would have them had you not shown up.
No, that's valid. And nobody wants to talk about this part because what happens is, I'm talking real today. You may not like it, but too bad.
Valid.
But what happens is, in my pursuit, matter of fact, I'm going back. I love my wife and my children. What I have, we're grateful. God did a thing that hit a little different. Right. But prior to that, I had a thing we call Red Cat.
Yes.
Now,
oh man.
I was literally I was in my back. I got these new.
Yo, when I say my nigga was in his bag, my nigga was in his bag.
I mean, fit wise, health wise, the suit was a shark brown. I don't know what this in the real gray. Okay, I was out here flexing. This is terrible cockiness in the house of the Lord. Had the woman of God shivering. I can't even mentor your son. I did not come here to be talking to you about nothing. And en route to where I was in, I was preaching the gospel. I was ministering. I was, fasting and praying. Yeah. And I'm not saying that this person caused she the reason why I'm off. I fell off. But what happens is my pursuit to please.
Yeah. Ooh.
My investment, and this nobody wants to talk about. My investment changed.
Facts.
It was all for me.
It was all for you.
It was me and the Lord.
Yeah.
In this apartment upstairs across the street from the church, we was doing okay. Pool table in the living room, the dining room.
Yeah.
TV in the front, house, kitchen. We were okay. We were good. We were en route. God, you're doing this thing. Your boy out here flexing. Okay, got the white truck, got the little Cadillac candy. Things is happening in my world, right? Yeah. And then I decided to actively pursue this young lady, and the Lord told me no.
Yep.
Disobedience. On my own accord. So
obedience is better than
sacrifice.
Yes.
And then I find myself trying to please her, trying to please her father, trying to please her mother. So then I made sacrifices to where I was going to adjust to try to please somebody who wasn't even fully going in my direction all the way, which then only caused a delay, then the depression. And that's the cause of disobedience, number one, just as a man. But what I'm saying is that sometimes as the man, we stop our investment into ourselves.
Valid.
To invest into making sure that you're pleased and you're satisfied, but then we neglect ourselves.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, I thought I was too.
I thought I was too.
That's the thing. I guess recently, because of where I work, and I work with a whole bunch of females, obviously.
Yeah.
The issue that I'm more seeing with a lot of the women of the generation that I'm in or a little after me, even before me, because I don't know what it is about y'all 40-year-old women acting like y'all 20. But
no, whole time.
Regardless, that ain't got nothing to do with me because I am not your baby daddy. So
that part.
But like a lot of y'all not really looking for a relationship, or the relationships y'all looking for, they aren't what you want, or you don't know what you want. my thought process was, it's nothing wrong with a woman wanting to be with a man that has his stuff together.
For sure.
And and I think that's fair because you want your life to be a certain way. But when it comes to things like that, the things that I don't think they see is that then you have to give up some of the control in what you have because I'm already good.
Facts.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna come here, you gotta follow how
And that's
his being good is formulated.
Yeah.
And then a lot of young girls, they really don't want to be in one. Like you cry about dudes and they not being this or they not being that.
Yeah.
But you don't really want to be in a relationship. You want to have a situation so that so you can't, so you're not bored, so you're busy.
Yeah.
So you have something to do. So you can have a dick appointment
Morning,
after
Saturday.
work on a Friday.
on a Friday.
No,
right.
facts.
You know what I mean?
I watched the clip. The lady was like, "I just want casual sex. Like literally, I don't want to commit in a relationship. I just want to be able to have a good moment when I want to."
And then you get mad when people like my man say, "Honestly, if this relationship don't work, I just want to chili that just want to travel. We don't have to. We could just be real close and smash from time to time. But I just want a chili that got her stuff together so we could just travel. And
Right.
that's
And-
all.
and
It
it-
don't got to be nothing else. That's what it
Yeah.
is.
Let's get to some of these comments we got.
Mandela Wright said, "This is so true. Time has taught me dating is an investment, and we have to choose well. Essentially, when we choose well, we find favor."
Yeah.
Sade said, "Good morning, y'all."
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Because like
that's my take on the whole thing is that everybody wants different stuff. Dudes want to be together and they want to have it together. But we just live in a time where you either can get it really fast or it takes some time.
take some time.
Yeah.
And I'm always gonna be an advocate of meeting people where they are. So like if you with a dude and y'all in the same space, and that could be anything, educational wise, working wise, whatever.
Yeah.
You in a good space to be in a relationship. Y'all in the same spot. Y'all at the same level. We had the same issues.
Yeah.
We could be in a relationship. We can make it work.
Mhm.
The issue is when you date people, and I won't even say off potential because I don't think anything is wrong with somebody that has potential as
Mhm.
long as they're
Willing-
pursuing
right,
their
right,
potential.
Valid.
Right.
The issue is that you want to get into relationships with these people and you're not sure that you want to be in this relationship. And now they're not sure. And no one is trying to come to the table and say that we're in a relationship.
Mhm.
Y'all just have feelings and you want to get mad if I'm talking to somebody else, but we never said we was together.
Yeah, that's a whole
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's-
Or and this happened too. Y'all be females and y'all be this, that, and the third. Y'all got y'all attitude, but you've been messing with the same dude for 15 years and he done put his hands on you, done left you, cheated on you, and this, that, and the third. But you love him.
And then I'm gonna throw this out there because then also, what about the ever cheat?
That's what dudes do.
Now,
Love her, though. She
now,
terrible.
Facts.
the-
Oh man.
So take the same person and I call them the ever cheat because it's the go-to. It's the fallback person all the time. And I call it. I just made that up. The ever cheat. Then like, yeah, I got in my other relationship, but I know that if anything hit the road, I can always. He always right there, or they always in a valid. And it's like
The only issue with that is that then what happens when he finally find what he wants?
Facts.
you become his fallback.
Because he-
and turned
but-
out.
He could have been a good dude. He just ain't got nothing going on. And now, and once he gets something going on, he don't talk to you no more because I got something going on now.
That's real.
Valid.
That's real.
There's that take, and also is that we understand the relationship.
Yeah.
Right.
Like when we introduce you to
your
everybody,
work- your
you're the
work
best
relationship-
friend, but we know.
Right.
We-
your
yeah,
work
valid.
in this relationship is only this much.
Yeah.
Don't go past this much
Yeah.
in your feelings because it's as far as it's gonna go.
I really feel like even for the men coming up and trying to they're in the, like I said, they're in pursuit to better themselves.
They want to learn.
They want to learn, they
But
want to glean.
We got a point now where shoot, I know too many dudes that's like, look, I'd rather not deal with anybody now because y'all all the females is annoying to me, or like, I just don't want to be in a relationship because I don't want to have kids. I don't want to do none of these things anymore because I just don't. It's too much. It looked like it's a lot of stress. I don't want to deal with.
Well, and I think that's an element all by itself because nobody want to deal with the hardship that comes with this thing called relationship, this thing called marriage. Like, yeah, I get it. we keep saying. I used to say this before. I say it again. I used to want to be old quicker because I seen them. I seen them retire.
Yeah.
I seen the house together. I seen the cars in the driveway. I seen it. But the truth of the matter is, they've already worked 65 years.
Yeah,
They got retired. Like they put.
They
in
done been through what
They
we're
done
going
been
through.
through. And I think
Absolutely.
that sometimes we forget. Yo, you got some go through to get through. And
My
I just-
dad say he always hit me with, "You ain't never been through nothing,"
Right.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
I've been through some stuff.
"I've been through some stuff,
yeah,
but I get what you're saying. I ain't been through what you've been through, and I get that. But it doesn't take that
yeah.
to get
all the time.
understanding, to get, you know what I'm saying, to understand certain things."
I tell my wife, I tell my daughter, I tell other young dudes that I just run into, I was like, look, it's like all that time I spent in the barbershop, all that time I spent around other people, I was like, I listened. I was like, I
Yeah.
wasn't trying to be in your conversation because as a child, it wasn't my place to be in your conversation.
Right.
Facts.
But if something crazy was happening in your life, I didn't take it back to nobody else. I just listened to you. And you was like, man, never doing that again. I was like, well, if he ain't never doing it again, I don't want to do it at all.
Facts.
You know,
Right.
You
so,
know,
like,
facts.
you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I've done a couple of those things just out of the pure ignorance of it all. You know what I mean? But I've done because of all the listening I've done, I've definitely dodged a lot of random bullets.
No, for sure.
Because half of it is just the listening, and nobody
That's
really
it.
want to listen. And like you said earlier, Frank, you know, we see what it could be, and then we want to shoot to it right away.
Right
away.
That's not how relationships work.
That's not
You
what
know what I
works.
mean? These females, they got all these relationship goals with all these people that they are still going through the hardship.
They don't even
too,
know who they
because we
are
don't
for
know.
real.
We don't know what they're doing. They're going through hardships too. We just don't know what they are.
Yeah.
You know, right now, Rihanna and what's the name look real good right now. They got 2 kids. I'm proud of them.
Facts.
Whatever.
But
we don't know what go on in their house.
We thought
Tiana,
Tiana Taylor and
you know,
For real?
you know,
They bad? They doing bad?
Yeah.
Well, they're not doing that. They just
Going through.
like, they just said that they just doing other stuff right now. And
Right.
Oh.
That's all. They just like we gonna separate right
Right.
now. We still cool. We don't have no issues. So I was like,
Oh.
you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But like we saw these relationship goals that aren't real.
Yeah.
And sometimes understand where they come from, because if you grow up in a home with one parent or whatever, you don't see it
Yeah.
unless it's somewhere else. So you only see the good at the store.
Yeah.
Somebody walking with their kids.
Right.
You see the good
And then
in church or something.
Right.
Somebody
And
not
then
get
with-
whooping or whatever.
Valid.
No,
You know what
facts.
I'm saying? So now we that, but everybody want to fly over the forest. Nobody want to walk through it.
yeah.
Mm,
And I think that's even present even with social media, because it's snippets of
good stuff.
the positive
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Unless
yeah.
somebody just happened to sneak a bad angle or bad situation. But it's
Facts.
like what we're presenting is just the fun side of this.
Yeah.
But you're not talking about the
I want
arguments,
to
the
talk about the hard
frustrations,
work.
the hard work that it, and really what it entails to make something happen. Like, yo,
Facts.
I just want to say that it's more like it requires work to get the outcome that you want. Like, I don't know this fancy world. And it's not even just about bill payment or just taking care of those elements and those that can do and 50-50, how you live your life, but just the basic, where are we going?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I tell my wife all the time, the life that we want will get there. But there's some work required right now.
100%.
Shoot, I thought about
There's some sacrifice.
thought about this the other
and that's
day.
a real-
And that's the thing. I'm sorry, bro.
Oh.
I was just talking to my wife. I'm like, it's cool to do, but sometimes it's better to say, nah, I'm good.
Yeah,
It's okay to step out and not be a part. It's okay to be by yourself,
absolutely.
because at the end of the day, celebrating this one moment can put you behind a couple months.
That's a fact.
Celebrating this 1 hour, 2-3 hours out in the club
That's a fact.
could jeopardize your life for the rest of your life.
Valid.
That's a fact.
So to say I'm good every once in a while
Valid.
will not kill you.
Valid. And it's about really, like I said, where we going, and are you willing to put in
Yeah.
the work? Don't tell me you want to live a lifestyle, you want to do a thing, you're not willing to put in the work.
Right.
And yes, that requires no. Yes,
Everybody
that
wanna do
requires
things,
oh,
but nobody want to do the
no, I
work.
can't. No, I don't. I know what you want,
Yeah,
but what you want, you have to say no to get where we want to go.
facts.
Females that want to be that just want to be housewives all the time. You ain't see the work they put in before.
Valid. That's very
You
valid.
ain't seen them.
There's a level of work that has to
you
go
ain't-
in
You ain't seen
before
your
you can say.
grandmother. You ain't seen your grandmother clean the houses when they was 15, 20 in the beginning. before he got that job at America Axel.
Come on.
Right, but
No, that's
See
a
on it.
but now you're talking housewife, but the housewives.
No, I'm just saying.
But I
because
get you,
A lot
like-
of females want to be taken care of,
but
right?
they don't know
They
the
don't
requirements.
see what it took to get to being taken care of.
I'm gonna knock on this
You
door.
know what I'm saying?
Yellow.
Hello.
Because I think that the concept of housewife, based on how we see it from back in the day to now, is two different worlds.
Completely.
But the I hate to say it, but the how it should be shouldn't have changed dramatically.
It shouldn't
No,
be,
valid.
but
You can
the
still-
housewife
you can
now
still
don't want to
be-
cook and
You
clean.
can still be in the house and have a hustle.
No,
you can still be
facts.
in the house, have a hustle, but if you in the house and you not working,
No,
for
she
real, for real.
want to be in a house with the maid.
And-
like
if
and the
you-
nanny.
and if the your hustle money is gonna pay for it, fine.
Have at
You know
it.
what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
That's a
I'm just-
fact.
I am only paying the bills required to live in this house.
No, and that's valid because like now I'm perplexed because I give grace for the children,
Facts.
but if I'm working, I'm not coming home to work.
Facts.
Like I'm not doing
Don't.
Right.
Oh, man.
like I'm not going, and I'm not when I say work, I'm not talking about the kids. Is just a different situation. all by
Yeah, that's
itself.
a responsibility.
Kids
That's
responsibility.
ain't work.
different.
Kids is your,
But
those your
but
kids.
valid. But if I still got to
If
come
I
home
gotta
and
come
cook
home
for
and-
myself,
Oh no.
and I still got to come home and just do for myself, I really feel some type of way.
100%.
To me, like I said, it depends on the thing. If we in a type of relationship where we both is working,
Valid.
it
Yeah.
is what it is.
Absolutely.
You know what
Right.
I mean?
Right.
'Cause
Valid.
I'm a grown man. I'll take care of myself before you. I'm gonna take care of
100%.
myself before. I'm gonna take care of myself when you're not around. Yeah, I'm not gonna die just because you're not here. But like you said, but if I'm working all day
Yeah.
and you worked 8 hours and I work 16, not putting nobody job.
No,
in the
right,
way,
right, right.
But let's keep it a beam.
Facts.
For the 8 hours that you wasn't at work and I was.
What was you
doing?
doing?
Valid.
Even if
And-
you took a nap in between,
And that's it.
valid. And,
the problem that
hold on, get me started. Go
the
ahead,
problem
go
that
ahead,
we
go ahead.
have though, we can't have this conversation with her.
yes, I can.
But you not without her getting her feelings.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
She
And
is
not
a
without
man.
her taking responsibility and holding accountability.
She gonna be in her feelings.
You see what I'm saying? So
Like,
like
the next day she might be like, I heard what you said.
Yeah, like, like for me, like if I've been working
My bad.
and I worked overnight and I worked the days I've worked.
yeah.
When I come home, don't start to do now what you could have done
Wow.
all day and looking at me like, why you been doing it? I just got
I just left work.
I just walked in here.
You know, like, and that balance, like you said, that conversation without trying to, and then you're not trying to be, I call myself the bad guy at times, but it's not being the bad guy. I'm just trying to let you know, this is what I see and this is how I feel.
That's it.
But then that caused the whole chain disturbance in the atmosphere. Now I got to, okay, all right.
Like,
Yeah.
I wanna be everything.
yeah.
Valid.
I wanna be
Absolutely.
everything. I do.
Valid.
I want to be everything.
But
Yeah.
we got to get
You
there.
gotta
I
get
can't. But as of right now, I just can't. I
I
can't
can't.
be everything.
I can't.
I want to be though.
And if you can't handle that,
I can literally only hold half right now. And I won't even
True.
not like half
Sometimes
like
I can't.
50-50,
and
but like
sometimes I can't hold half.
valid.
that part.
Sometimes I can't hold half. I have my weeks where I can be 100%,
Absolutely.
and I have my weeks where I could be half, and I have my weeks where
And the question
sometimes
is,
I'm 45.
can your partner handle that? If you cannot, we can stop this situation. We can stop this motion
Legit.
right now. And the reason why I say that because I'm just being, if I'm honest enough with you, because I know where we want to go.
But life is full of struggles, and
That's what life is.
You're
From
not
time to
gonna
time.
avoid struggle.
Rich people struggle. Their
Valid.
struggles is different because all their
Yes.
struggles is emotional and time consuming.
valid.
I don't get to see nobody. I don't feel loved because we're never
But
around.
but again, also what I always remind my people is like you see the end result right now,
That's it.
but you're not seeing that grind work that it took. And I don't know why Diddy came to my mind. This terrible,
Terrible
Sure.
example.
but long story short, the success he has now
fact. Took work.
versus where he was at when he started.
Yeah. When he killed Biggie.
Like valid, you know what I mean? got all this, even before then, like
No facts.
you don't know
Yeah.
the groundwork, the hustle, what I had to go through to get what I got now.
100%.
So we show up now, it's peaches and cream. I don't know, so that's something like that, but
he on the song.
he in there somewhere. So, it's that now.
Yeah.
But at one point it was just oodles and noodles and we trying to figure it out.
That's a fact.
But it's
Love
like nobody want to talk about the process to get there.
Yeah.
And that's the element of it where I'm learning it. Because even me at 35.
I think that it's a misconception
Yeah.
about how it's going to be while we're in it.
Yeah.
And that is
Valid.
what the issue is. The issue is that the confusion about how this is going to be. Because some people will be like, well, you made promises. You know what I mean? Other people's is, well, this is how I was raised.
Yeah.
Other
Facts.
people's thing is, well, when we ain't really talk about it. So I don't, I just been going with the flow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And
right.
and that be the issue. It'd be like, okay, look, like I'm gonna go down a couple of these females. Messing with one girl, we was doing good, but in to go to the next level, she needed to learn to take care of herself for a minute.
Mhm.
Because I had the money. I wasn't in the debt that I'm in now or anything. So I was able to pay my bills, her bills, chilling.
Yeah.
But girl, if you want the ring that you asking for, if you want the house that you want, you gonna have to
Put some work in.
be responsible.
No,
Not even
no, valid.
You
No,
have to
that's
be
valid.
responsible. I mess with this one Jilly Voldemort. I don't talk about her too much, but I mess with a girl to learn something, and I didn't learn nothing
Yeah.
in that situation, and all I did was hurt myself
Okay.
out the ignorance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, but all these things create character is what they say, but I don't believe in that because I knew and I heard earlier
Got you.
what it was.
Just had to find
I've
out.
seen what it was.
Yeah.
That first thing was fine because being a provider was important.
Valid.
I've seen-
valid.
What a provider does,
Yeah.
and I've seen the respect a provider get.
Facts.
So at the time, that's what I wanted to be. But then when I had to be honest, had to be real, it was I can't. And
Right.
It's like well, then it's not going to work.
No, valid.
You
Right.
know what I mean? So I think that's just the thing. The misconception is that everyone has their own idea how this relationship should go.
Yeah.
No one wants to talk about how this relationship is going to be. I'm a firm believer in, look, this is how I am. This is how I'm going to be. I'm gonna tell you straight up, we're going to have problems. We're going to struggle. If you can't deal with problems and struggle right now,
Facts.
let me know
But no, valid.
so we don't
valid.
have to. Because I can't be in a relationship out of a relationship every week.
That's a headache.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, for sure. So, yo, it's going down this morning. We're just talking about y'all don't want to know the truth. Just is the caliber of I use the word women, but let's just do vice versa. Like those who are single and dating, is it worth investing in? Like,
Facts.
is it really worth? Do you see anything that's worth investing that's not already taken?
Yeah.
Because yes, I'm in that situation.
I think it's worth it.
Derek Hilson said, fellas, work never stops. You can clock in. You on the clock when you off the clock.
Valid.
Times have changed. We can't ask women to be successful and also run a successful home in this time. We both have to work at the things we want in order for what we want to work.
No,
And
absolutely.
I am a
valid.
firm believer in
100%.
all of those things. I'm gonna keep it a being with you. If my wife ever, okay, start making over $100,000 a year, Dan will be cleaning the house, watching the TV.
Listen,
Okay, no issue. And it's gonna be crazy because she gonna be like, because I'm waking up in the morning and getting it done because know what Dale really want to do later? I just want to watch anime be left alone. So like
It's all done in the morning.
that's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be
Right.
in the morning.
Yeah, and I
I'll
think
cook when everybody get home because you want people to have hot meal, whatever.
right.
Fine. You know what I mean? It's whatever to me.
Yeah.
And I think that's so confusing. People not getting, look, bruh, if she wanna work, she could work.
Yeah.
But don't want to work and be working and then want me to be everything too. Because if you working and I'm working,
Yeah.
we need to, everything we doing now is based off the work we do.
Valid.
So if you working and I'm working, that means our bills is getting paid
Valid.
by both of us.
By both of us, and we got to work. Listen,
It's not a specific who does.
Right.
It should be getting
done.
done.
Because what it looked like, you keeping all your money and I'm spending all mine.
And
Unbalanced.
Listen, not only just unbalanced, roommate ish.
Facts. Right. Legit.
I want every woman I ever meet to be successful.
Valid.
In whatever you want to do.
Absolutely.
Or however you want to be.
Facts.
But I also want you to be realistic about being in relationships that you want to be in.
Yeah.
Because relationships take time. And if you ain't got no time to give, don't be in a relationship.
Yeah.
That part.
I literally told my wife, and she could be watching. You know, I love you. Like, you don't necessarily have to go to work, but you got to do something.
You got to work.
But you need to be if you talking. Cause what happens is my household hit different because we're talking about a future and we're talking about these things that God said about us and things that we want. But what are we doing to make it happen?
Yeah.
Like, Frank, you can tell doing something. Every you walk in, it's just Frank. Something. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Facts.
Okay, just trying.
Paint on the wall. Come on now.
Just trying to. But what it is I'm trying to get to the place.
Facts.
God, how do I get to where you're calling me to? How do I get to the life that you want from me? What's my presentation need to be like? We doing something.
Yeah.
I told my wife, I need you to be doing something. If you're not going to go to work because the kids are in school now, well, I need to start seeing content.
Facts.
I need to start seeing you model, you sing. You have too much success at the palm of your hands. You play the guitar.
Yeah.
So acoustically, you can do whatever. You can sing one song for 3 minutes, but break it up in 15 and have content for months. But you can also model. You can wake up in the morning and give affirmations. But and I say all that just because you're watching. It's safer here. But it's a matter of, as my wife, I want you to be successful.
100%.
I want you to execute the ideas and the dreams and the vision that you have. Well, I do my due diligence, but I want you to see you doing something.
Yeah.
Sure. My thing is, if you working and I'm working, my expectation of you is very low as far as the house go.
Gotcha. Because
you're working. And
I'm
working. So we both is working.
That's a different situation.
Expectations for you is low. Now, if we got a kid,
we can go half on the maid.
We got a kid, right?
Now
we got kids or whatever. All right. So now my expectation is a little bit more, but it's only because of how you feel about the kid. We could sit down and have a conversation on how we want this to go. But if you wanted to go a specific kind of way, then you're in charge of it going that way.
Valid.
Because once again, we're both working.
So let me throw this out here. Just hot topic collaboration real quick. So Alexis Sky talks about pursuing her medical spa dream, finding balance as a single mom, and dating in private. Oh, we got a caller. Answer. Yeah, we got a caller. Go right ahead. Yep. Hey, caller, you on the air? Talk to us. Hey, caller, you there?
It's in my ear.
Yes, pot up that blue one. Greetings. Yes.
Yeah. So I just into be scrolling through Facebook, and the topic that you guys are talking about, I was just like, okay, I gotta get on. I gotta chime in because there's nothing but men talking. Yes. So I just want to give my opinion.
Yes. Go ahead.
All right. So for my household, I'm only gonna speak for my household. I am married. I work. I am a business owner. My husband works. He actually covers all the house bills. I don't pay a house bill. I don't worry about it. I don't got to stress about it. Anything when it comes to the house, that's mortgage, gas, lights, water bill, anything when it comes to the kids. He does not ask me for a dime. However, as the woman in the house, I cook, I clean, I handle the children, I handle doctor's appointments, anything of that nature, that's me. I plan the birthday parties and everything like that. And then what I do with my money, it goes for like the extra stuff. So if I wanted to go on a trip, I can do that. If I wanted to do whatever, and sometimes too, he still, I'm the wife, I'm spoiled. He'll give me spending money too. But because of how he works and how he provides is what I see. And that makes me do extra things for him. He doesn't know it. And I don't tell him or, bring it up or throw it in his face. But like, because of how he works, I'll take my little extra money and put it on the bill. And he may wonder why, why the light bill so low this month? Whatever. I don't know. We do things, we do stuff like that because I see his efforts, just like he sees all that I do. He may not want me to do everything that I do because I am busy. That's just me. Because I can never be, staying at home. I just can't. But he supports me and he sees how hard I go. So if I needed a break, I need a vacation, or I want a Louis bag or whatever, I get it.
Right.
I think it goes both ways. Each home is different. Me personally, because I was a single mom for a long time before I met my husband, like I worked 2-3 jobs, took care of my oldest son, did what I had to do. I hold it down. And I think that's what attracted him to, well, actually I do know because he said that. He respected how I grind in my hustle. And when he knew he was going to make me his wife, he said, hey, okay, you know what? Quit all them jobs. You're doing too much.
Yeah.
And that was hard for me, y'all. That was hard. I was like, you want me to do what? I'm like, wait, you could be here today and gone tomorrow. I was always about my money. That was just me.
Yeah.
But he seen that. And he's like, you know what? Listen, you don't have to do that. Like, I'm here. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
So me personally, the reason why I stayed single for so long, to me, it was like the men that was around my age or younger, like, they wanted to do that roommate stuff, that 50-50. I don't do that. I didn't even see my parents do that. Like, I just don't. Like, if I got to split 50-50, we roommates. We can't be together. That ain't gonna work for
That's
me.
crazy.
That's wild, but yeah.
But I don't have nothing
work.
negative to say about
No,
it.
valid.
This
Not even
conversation,
a little
once
bit.
again, I said, like, half of it is about how you raising what's going on, but also y'all, even though you may not be 50-50 as far as the money go, y'all is 50-50 as far as how the household is.
Tamara, thank you for calling in. I appreciate you for calling in. We appreciate your input.
Thank you.
Spray got more to say. Just call back. No, and I'll give credit where credit is due.
100%.
But I want you to pay attention to these factors. You were in your own lane doing your own thing, and you had to submit to that.
Facts.
To release that level of I got to work all these jobs, do all these things. Number two, you have no problem maintaining the basic foundations. And I don't want to be like saying, oh, you're just in a box. What I'm saying is, yeah, as much as you work hard, using your bag and in your grind, when it comes down to your husband, you're still willing to cater, you're still willing to give, you're willing to do. And because you do that, I have no, as a husband, I will have no problem.
No problem being broke over you.
100%. That part.
Because when I get here, we good.
Facts.
When I get here, I still know that you still show honor and respect to me. That's different than somebody else that's not doing nothing.
And that just wants.
That's just want. You take what them, but
that's it. I just want. Me.
You know, valid. So and I can, and you may not do the 50-50, and I give you that.
But like I said, no matter what, a relationship is gonna be 50-50.
It's valid somewhere. Absolutely.
Even if it's not in the bills, it's gonna be somewhere. Like she said, I might not pay all the bills, but I do all the doctor's appointments. I do all the birthday parties.
No, listen. What got me was a birthday party,
right? Because listen,
I do all the birthday parties. I cook. I clean. Okay, so if you're doing all that, I will work all day to pay all these bills
and get
to come home to eat.
But now,
in my house in order,
does time become an issue?
So
now, if both is about if that's what we've been.
Valid.
So I think it's important about making time.
That
so
part.
I think that I don't know the dynamics of their house.
And if I got a good job, I'm only at work 8 hours.
Right. So I'm working that. But she also stated, I do a lot in my own.
Yeah.
So the time that we do have, we make it count.
Make it happen. Absolutely.
It's not filled with arguing.
Yeah.
It should be
that part.
We make this time valuable.
It's not filled with, man, the kids got this,
and
this, and this.
And what I would assume
how
is
we gonna do this?
That the things
Facts.
the things that
I
I
missed
do.
you.
This is, yeah, and I think the things that she does, and I'm assuming here, and correct me if I'm wrong, is I'm not Xing you out.
Yeah.
You're more than welcome to join and be a part. Now, if you choose not to, I understand.
Absolutely.
As a person, I get it. But I think that sometimes the problem is that where we could have time, you've X'd me out.
Yeah.
You've made it with you and your friends.
Yeah.
It's you and your people. Now that I'm home and I got time, you decide that you want to be somewhere else.
Come on.
Oh, you know, that's a whole nother conversation.
Oh, man.
And I'll get to we might have
But I can be like that.
Part two.
I can be like that sometimes though.
Yeah, but it's only because
I can
as
be like
men,
that sometimes.
we don't really long for those moments. Like, you know what I'm saying? As Daniel, he's a provider.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So all his focus is providing, and when he get his free time, anime.
Mhm.
You feel me? Like
And
the need to go out
Right.
and hang out with the fellas.
That's gonna be like, well,
You
I'm also in a curious situation where I'm the only dude there.
Yeah.
So
got you.
I don't want to be with females all day. I'm
Valid.
already with females all day.
But not only
I
that,
have females
because
all day at
like
work, at
like for
home.
me,
Sometimes it's
my
I do.
No.
for me to be the provider has come. It didn't come in the beginning of my life. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like legit. My mama taught me
See,
how to love.
she said we try every Friday or Saturday.
Look,
we have a
that's
date
it.
night. That's all that matters. Make the time.
Let's get it.
And it's like
Listen.
for me, you know, holding and cuddling. I did that. I did it in somebody else's house, in the back room, in the corner, in somebody's attic. I get it, but I'm in my own
Yeah.
now, and I got to provide now, and the load is on me now.
Facts.
Therefore, I'm not against cuddling. I need touch me. Yes, reach out and touch my third leg. Like you got to do stuff. Father, I'm sorry. I know that wasn't appropriate, but I did that. Yeah, but my thing is like, touch me. Like let me know that you with me as well, because our time is limited.
Valid.
So we have to be intentional with our time.
Right.
As long as we're winging our time, you're gonna be winged out of time. Because if it's not set, and I say that because like if we're not setting Friday, Saturdays, Thursday, we're gonna do this,
Yeah.
you're liable to get booked out.
Well, if you're a busy kind of person, so I don't mind a spontaneous thing every once in a while because I never plan anything.
Right.
My only thing is if we say we're going to do something, then I want to do it.
That
But
part.
if I don't want to, and then I don't want to be waiting all day.
Yeah. And like my life is different. You need to howl it out because it may be we have to call it like I may be not busy
Fact.
come Wednesday night, but Thursday afternoon, I just booked 2 sessions because we didn't solidify what we was doing.
Facts.
Go ahead, caller, you're on the air.
Oh, hi. This is Tanisha Edwards. How are you this morning?
Good in yourself. Good.
I am so good. I have two things I'd just like to address while you fellas were talking.
Yes.
Number one, talking about women and men without a woman present is not fair.
It's not fair. Yes. True.
But as you all were speaking on spending quality time, I was thinking to always remember to point out that to bring positive energy when you spend that quality time is very important. Because when men go out, they work hard, they come home, and the energy is not there. Sometimes you have to fake the energy. I know it might have been a rough day, but when you come home to a woman that has done her duties, and vice versa, I won't say just for, bring the positive energy into the room. Leave work where it was at work.
No,
that's right.
We accept that's proper. Good wisdom. Good wisdom. Absolutely.
Because when you're excited, and let's say if you're a woman at home, sometimes you're excited to see your man when he comes home. You waited all day to see him, and when he comes home and he doesn't have a positive energy, it makes you feel less than.
Wow. Yeah. No, that's real. The energy that we get that when we come home as men for real, the positive is important. Now, like you said, but it's both people's role and responsibility.
Right.
Let me leave work at work. We can talk about what it was, but that's work. Now that we're
home, we can talk about it.
Yeah,
and we can comfort you and say, "How was your day, dear?"
Absolutely. Sure.
Over that warm food that she should have made while she was spending the day in the house. And I say should have, because as a woman, if all you have to do is take care of the home, that is a responsibility. A man should not have to come home and figure out what am I going to eat after a long day. But he's also providing the food to eat. If lasagna is not cheap.
Talk about
Lasagna
it.
isn't cheap.
It ain't
So,
cheap.
You know, some women, and I'll say some because I don't want women to cut my head off. I prefer a man to say, "Hey, babe, you think today I can get some lasagna?" Or, "Hey, babe, you think I can get a rib today?" Sure, because you provided those things where I'm not trying to struggle and figure out where it's coming
Nah,
from.
that's heavy.
That's
That's real.
real.
That's
That
real.
is
So,
That's
you
real.
know, it doesn't, you know, I want some baked macaroni and cheese and fried chicken. Yeah, because these things aren't cheap. So if I'm sitting there trying to struggle and figure out where am I going to get this from, no, you cannot have it. You're going to have a bologna sandwich with some Lay's potato chips and some Kool-Aid.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So you know,
That's
but
fair.
yeah, that I just wanted to point out
No.
the energy is very, very important when you bring it. Sometimes you do have to fake. You might have had a very bad day, but that person sometimes is looking forward to you because they haven't saw you all day.
No, for sure.
And when you bring that negativity and they're gonna, it's always good to have someone that releases that stress, but don't put the stress on them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Caller, thank you for calling. We appreciate you so much. Thank you.
All right, you guys have a great day.
You too.
When she said,
I'm gonna take that to heart.
"Fake it
Yeah.
when you come home," I felt that because I seen a video where this lady said that, and she was
Yeah.
like, "You go out in the world and you fake it with the white man. You fake it with everybody else. Come home and fake
The
it
line
with
is
me."
hot.
You
The
know,
line is
and I'm
hot.
like, "Dag, that's deep.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
Go
real."
ahead, go ahead. Hey, caller, you're on the air.
What's good? What's good?
What's happening?
What's going on?
None. You guys are talking a really good conversation over there in regards to providing, and I want to chime in on it.
Go right ahead.
Go right ahead.
So, me and my wife had a really good conversation about this, and we're talking about when the man comes home, right? And what's on your mind versus what's on her mind could be completely different, and then the dynamic changes when you have children,
Yes.
right? And so men, we long for affection as much as we want to, you know, say we don't. We long for affection.
Yeah.
And as you grow older, as we're growing older, the conversation we had, like, what is this? And so I'm trying to be as transparent as I can without revealing too much because I don't want to put her on the spot.
You good. You good. Just don't say your name.
So, yeah. But so basically, it's like, you know, we are providers, but the thing is, the family nucleus is different too, though, right? Because she works just as hard as I do, so she's just as tired. And even more so with kids that are under the age of 5, they're around her all day, jumping on her all day, you know, talking to her all day. So she gets exhausted probably double, even more so than a man. So like for me, it's like, why don't I get the affection I need? Why aren't we engaging like that? And it's like, I feel like we need to understand that. And so through the conversation and really talking, this is the thing I think we miss the most as men, and this is me putting that out there, is really talking and listening. And as soon as she said that, it made me realize in that moment that, man, she really is exhausted.
Yeah.
It's not that she doesn't love me any less, but she really is exhausted. She really needs that time to recuperate, regenerate. Because every person's different too, on top of that. You know, some people are, they can be around a lot of people and get energy, but some people need to recoup and be alone. And so what I've learned in listening to your conversation, it's like, like me, my regeneration time is like late at night, getting on a video game and playing with the boys, you know, shopping out and about with her isn't really the thing that I think, but she don't even like doing that. But it's really, I think the opportunity we have is really just to listen to each other, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
100%.
It's really talk.
Yeah. No, thank you, caller, for calling in. We appreciate your comments. We appreciate it. We'll get more into the
Appreciate
conversation.
you.
Thank you.
Right.
And I think that's valid. I think that
that keeping positive energy.
Yes.
Yeah.
When we walk through the door, that's
Part.
valid.
Yeah.
And also, you know, understanding that if she is and been at home and
Let's
she's been
understand.
doing what she should be doing,
Yeah.
then she probably tired too.
Absolutely.
I agree.
I agree.
With both of those things.
Yeah, and-
I know me personally, I'm the type of person that I can get off work and I'll take the kids. You gonna do whatever you gonna do for whatever long you gonna do. Just know that I probably only got about 2 hours in this battery left. You know what I mean? That mean the only thing is that I probably only got like 2 hours left in this battery.
Mhm.
So whatever these next 2 hours I'm going to do in these 2 hours, you need to go ahead and go do it. You want to go lay down, you want to go to the store, whatever. Because either we all going to sleep or I'm falling asleep. I'm just keeping it in the bed with you.
No,
I just
for
know
real.
that I'm gonna be tired after work and all that. But definitely, we all got to hear each other out.
Yeah.
We do got to hear each other out in marriage. Yeah, but
for sure.
as far as it being in a regular relationship, like y'all need to get y'all shit together. I don't even care.
Tamar said, communication is key. And as a woman, I create the atmosphere of my home, and my husband sets the tone of the house.
Yeah.
That's
No, for sure. And I think that communication is key. And I think that
I think that's weird. That's not weird, but it's hard because we live in a space where if you want him to set a tone, you have to be submissive to the tone.
right.
valid.
And and based off her conversation,
Yeah.
she became.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because this same person, the caller that we had,
Right.
same person. So,
I was just saying in the general.
In general,
sense, yeah.
and sometimes that part is challenging because I think I don't know, and I get why some people have abused this submission situation.
No, for sure.
But your submission isn't the fact that you want to accomplish what you want.
Right. It's not slavery.
It's not slavery.
Yeah.
But your submission says, all right, we have a goal now for this household.
Facts.
And in this household goal, you're included in executing what you want.
Right.
But we decide to have kids, which means that we have to readjust the execution to get
Yeah.
what you want.
Right.
But to even get to what
And
you
that's gonna take something.
That's-
A sacrifice.
It's gonna take a sacrifice, like as Frank always say. Somebody ain't getting what they want.
No, fact.
It's gonna get to a point. Somebody ain't gonna get what they want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if I gotta work, I'm still working a lot. Because we got a kid, so now I'm working a lot still. You know what I mean? And then you can't be mad about me working a lot, but because we need to
Fact.
work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is where we at right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna say you're tired. So when I'm home, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like when I'm working, like especially like a week like this week where I work like 4 16s, like bruh, like I don't have it.
Yeah.
Right? Like hit me on Thursday, the one day I'm off. You know what I'm saying? Hit me on Thursday, hit me on Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah.
Because on the other days, don't.
No, and I think that we'll read these last two comments. We got to get out of here. Our time is almost up. She said, "How you say her name?"
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. That's exactly. I use the Facebook name. But tomorrow said,
a
"I
luxury
became
life.
submissive once I seen his commitment to me." Valid. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And I respect that. But my thing is, the only issue I have with that with the women of this age is that you can be committed and still not get nothing from it.
No,
and then it'd be
what
every
you-
excuse under the
and
sun.
that's
of
fact.
why
And we
you
won't be
not
able-
being submissive.
and I can't put it right. We can't put all women in the same category.
Right. You can't.
But that's when you got to talk about the caliber of what you're
Right.
connected to.
Yeah.
Like, because for me to commit to you and to show my commitment to you
Fact.
and still come up missing and short with nothing,
Right.
it's very heartening,
Yeah.
disappointing,
Absolutely.
and detaching.
Right.
Get out of that. That's a whole nother.
Listen.
We got. Let's get to these
Jackie
comments.
Cherry said, "It's a beautiful thing to be what each other needs in a marriage.
Yes,
We have to listen and care about each other so we can work together."
absolutely.
100%.
Let's go to Eric.
Eric Tadaro, we got to talk, preserve. You got to talk through it,
Yeah.
no matter how awkward and odd the convo. The
Yeah.
Bible states to submit to your husband, and husbands submit to your wives. It calls for both to submit.
Now, Eric.
That's
I'm
a
going to
valid
add
point.
this value to you. I do all the time. The Bible says wives are to submit to their husbands, and husbands are to submit to their wives like Christ loved the church. He died for her. The church has been faithful, unstable, and shaky, but he's been there. And
That's a lot of smoke.
That's a lot of smoke.
That
So you think, and I'm going to get real cocky. You may not like it.
go ahead.
You think your submission to me is crazy. You think that submitting to the vision for this natural world is crazy.
Fact.
I have a responsibility
Yeah.
for to die for you, for your
Facts.
survival.
to take you back every time you cheat.
To
take you back every time you cheat. To take you to
I'm dying inside every time I take you back.
to reconcile
to reconcile
with you every time
Facts.
we get
Watch
out
it.
of sorts. No matter what.
Watch
It
this.
is my
And
job
we
to
better get out here.
reconcile with
I got
Yes.
too much pride for that.
every single time.
Fact.
Not only that, The Bible says, brother,
That's
for
crazy.
the church, he says, I want you to prosper and be in good health, even as your soul.
Social prosper.
So I got to love you.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to take care of you and tend to you, mind, body, and soul.
Facts.
Which means that I got to, they don't like this part of it. I got to sometimes be the hard part.
Facts. Oh man.
Because he chasing whom, get me off this radio station.
I think that'd be the biggest thing. And I feel like this is not only Christian people, but people in general forget this part about love.
Yeah.
Is that love chastises.
That part.
And no one wants to be chastised.
Nobody, because that comes with a level of accountability.
Ever.
That's a fact.
Like, you could yell and cuss at me all you want, but the first time I'd be like, look, you're not doing your job. Now we gotta right. You know what I'm saying?
No, valid.
No,
and I'm not saying that this love is always hard or harsh or violent, but
that's a fact.
It's communication, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
And this is where the church and everybody get in trouble. Church and the world get. I'm not judging you.
Facts.
I'm giving you truth. The truth is you're not doing 1, 2, and 3.
Facts.
The consequences of you not doing 1, 2, and 3 is 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
And none of it has anything to do with anything that I'm doing towards you because I gotta love you like I love the church. I'm
still in love with you.
Listen.
But for this love to be perpetual
Facts.
and to be long lasting and to be forever until death do us really part, we got to take this conversation.
Facts.
And we got to take this correction both
I'm gonna
ways.
say this,
Go
and then
ahead.
I'm gonna walk out.
We got to get out of here, y'all.
Yeah, because we got pre-conference.
Right?
Obviously.
We need to do a table talk. Like, tell me when.
I tell you I'm gonna walk out after this. I'm dead. I'm walking out. Your love can be conditional, but mine cannot.
All right, y'all. It's been great. Tamar, we can do this. We can do that. The radio station.
Facts.
We can make this happen.
Eric said
and
something.
We can also do it in the evening. Let's read these last 4 comments. We're really out of here.
Commitment ain't nothing without conversation.
Valid.
The hard part be swallowing your pride and realizing that you might not be right in that conversation.
Valid.
That's really good.
Tamara
said we need to do a table talk live.
Get the ladies.
We definitely got to do that.
Matter of fact,
Good morning, Zay.
Get the husbands.
Yeah,
get
yeah.
the wives. Get the singles.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say something else and get them in. Let's have a conversation. Y'all, it's going down. It's been good. We'll be back here another day doing another thing. Y'all tune in. Also, if you have not, download the app Fire 716 Radio. I guess the format is changing. This is what we're gonna do. I see a thing happening. It's going down. Fire 716. Your boy Big Frank. I'll holler at y'all. Peace.